My dear students, today we will deal with important part of organic chemistry, that is aromatic character, anti-aromatic character and non-aromatic character. These three parts we will deal. This is the part 1. It may be completed in part 2, second lecture. First, let us consider aromaticity, or otherwise called aromatic character. The term aromatic character is meant for benzene. Aroma is a Greek word. Aroma means pleasant odor, pleasant smell. It is a Greek word, fragrant smell. All the benzene and its benzene ring containing compounds, generally they are having fragrant odor. That is why these are called aromatic character. Aroma word is selected from Greek. And nowadays, aromatic character is having some other different meaning. If you want to call a compound to be aromatic, then whatever properties are possessed by benzene, the same properties should be represented by other compound. Then only it can be called aromatic. So here benzene can be treated as grandfather of all aromatic compounds. So if you want to call a compound to be aromatic, it should be able to fulfill certain requirements, certain conditions. What are those conditions? In order to call a compound as aromatic, so you have to first study the benzene properties, and what fact can be revealed from those properties. You have to apply those conditions to the other compound also, which is to be called as aromatic. Now, first condition, by virtue of molecular formula, a glance at the molecular formula, it should look like a highly unsaturated compound. Highly unsaturated compound. That is the first property. As you are applying to benzene, first check the formula of benzene. Let us take first benzene, which is the grandfather of aromatic. Its molecular formula is equal to C6H6. Comparing the paraffin hydrocarbon, the formula is C6H14. This is the saturated. To this 8 hydrogens are less. That means if 2 hydrogens decrease, a pi bond is introduced. 8 hydrogen means you can see the formation of 4 pi bonds if it is open chain, 3 pi bonds if it is the closed chain. Closed compound, closed cyclic compound. So here in this case of benzene, if you observe the molecular formula with the molecular formula of hexane, this is hexane, which is having 6 carbons. Number of hydrogens are very much less. So, by virtue of the molecular formula, it is looking like a highly unsaturated compound. That is true. First, you can take any compound and compare this paraffin hydrocarbon, corresponding paraffin hydrocarbon. If it is looking like unsaturated compound, highly unsaturated compound, then you can attribute the aromatic character to it. First condition. The second one, it should undergo substitution reactions. Preferably. Rather than addition reactions. So when the compound is said to be unsaturated, the favorite reaction is addition reaction. The favorite reaction is addition reaction. This is the favorite reaction for addition reaction, unsaturated. Substitution reaction is the reaction for saturated compound. It is for saturated compound. So it should undergo substitution reaction rather than addition reaction. That means it should behave like a saturated compound. That is the condition. It should behave like a saturated compound. That means it should undergo substitution reactions. What is the characteristic reaction for benzene? Electrophilic substitution is the characteristic reaction of benzene. For example, you can take here C6H6 when treated with chlorine in the presence of FeCl3, which is called halogen carrier, you are getting C6H5Cl, chlorobenzene. This is substitution reaction. Similarly, nitration of benzene, nitrobenzene, sulfonation of benzene, benzene sulfonic acid, Friedel-Crafts alkylation, toluene, Friedel-Crafts acylation, acetophenone. All these are substitution reactions taking place on the benzene ring, which is the characteristic reaction. So by virtue of the molecular formula, it is looking like an unsaturated compound. By virtue of the properties, it is looking like a saturated compound because it is undergoing mostly substitution reactions. That is the second point. Third one, if you consider unusual high resonance energy, which is otherwise called stabilization energy. It is also called stabilization energy. Indicates aromatic character. Indicates aromatic character. Unusual high resonance energy. Don't forget high resonance energy. Resonance means stabilization energy. Both are not the same. The greater the amount of resonance energy, the greater the stability. And here, resonance energy for benzene can be calculated from the heat of hydrogenation values. That is separate topic. Anyhow, the resonance energy of benzene is equal to 36.6 kilocalories per mole. This is very high value. Resonance energy of benzene is 36.6 kilocalories per mole. Unusual high resonance energy. That means whenever you want to make benzene to undergo reaction, as it is more stable, some energy in the form of heat should be utilized to disturb the benzene ring or to disturb the benzene nucleus. Then only it undergoes reaction. That means at ordinary conditions it won't undergo any reaction. And that is why as the resonance of the benzene is very high, its reactions are not taking place at low conditions of temperature, pressure or concentrations. So unusual high resonance energy also indicates aromatic character, and for benzene it is 37.6 kilocalories. For other compounds if you take which are not aromatic compounds, the resonance energy is very very low. You will be getting single digit values mostly, but this is a high digit value. You can take for example cyclooctatetraene, therefore you can take that is having 4.8 kilocalories per mole. In that way, many of the compounds cannot be called aromatic because they are not having unusual high resonance energy. Other examples we will consider later in part 2. And finally, one more you have to consider. If you want to take a compound which is called to be aromatic, certainly it has to satisfy Huckel 4n plus 2 pi electron rule. Huckel or Haeckel 4n plus 2 pi electron rule. Huckel 4n plus 2 pi electron rule. That you have to study now. This is more important. A compound which satisfies Huckel 4n plus 2 pi electron rule is certainly aromatic. Certainly aromatic. And so here, what are the conditions required for the compound in order to satisfy Huckel 4n plus 2 pi electron rule? In this, once again, you have to study the conditions. So what are the conditions? Let us study. Please note it first. Let us take the conditions in Huckel 4n plus 2 pi electron rule. What are the conditions here? 1. The compound should be cyclic. It should be cyclic. It should be planar. So total it should be planar cyclic compound. Third one, more important, it should be having delocalized pi electron cloud. It should be having delocalized pi electron cloud. This is more important. Delocalized pi electron cloud. What does it mean? Delocalization takes place only there is conjugation. Delocalization, when it is possible here, when there is pi-pi conjugation, well, or pi positive charge, pi conjugation, or pi negative charge, pi conjugation, or even you can take pi LP lone pair, again pi, again lone pair conjugation. There should be certainly conjugation. So delocalization will be present only when there is conjugation. In that conjugation, one should be pi. Other may be positive charge or negative charge or lone pair, or even you can consider pi free odd electron radical, odd electron pi conjugation. You can also trace this one. That means odd electron means free electron present on a particular atom. Single electron radical. Odd electron means single electron. Uncoupled electron. So this is the conjugation. Certainly there should be conjugation. There only the delocalization is possible. In that conjugation, bond should be pi bond. Along with pi bond, all the pi bonds may be present, pi conjugation. That means all the conjugate system should be separated by sigma bond. That is always there. Pi sigma like that. Or pi sigma positive sigma pi sigma positive like that. Pi sigma negative sigma, pi, sigma, lead to, like that we can take pi, lone pair, pi, sigma bond, lone pair, sigma bond, pi, sigma bond, lone pair, like that. Or you can take pi, odd electron, pi, sigma, odd electron, sigma, pi, like that. You can take any extent of pi conjugation. So in this, delocalization is possible only there is pi conjugation. Along with pi, other electrons may also present like this. This should be having delocalized pi electron clouds. And that delocalized clouds, that fourth condition, that delocalized clouds, delocalized pi electron cloud should contain 4n plus 2 pi electrons, where n is equal to, you can start from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. This is the case. Delocalized pi electron cloud must contain 4n plus 2 pi electrons. And so here, this is derived from benzene. You can take now the Kekulé structure of benzene. If you take benzene as an example, let us take this is the structure of benzene, one Kekulé structure, which is in dynamic equilibrium with the other Kekulé structure. And put these two in common form. You can write the resonance hybrid for this. Resonance hybrid is written like this. Because there is pi-pi conjugation, 3 pi bonds in conjugation. All these 3 pi bonds will be delocalizing on all over 6 carbons. And this is the delocalized pi electron cloud. This is delocalized pi electron cloud. Containing how many? Each bond contains 2 electrons. This is having 2 electrons. This is having 2 electrons. This is having 2 electrons. 3 into 2, 6. So this will be having 6 electrons. Delocalized pi electron cloud is containing 6 pi electrons. So 6. And here, when n is equal to 0, then 4n plus 2 is equal to 2 pi electrons. N is equal to 1. You will get here, when n is equal to 1, 4n plus 2 is equal to, n is equal to 1, 4 plus 2, 6 pi electrons. When n is equal to 2, 4n plus 2 is equal to 4 into 2, 8 plus 2, 10 pi electrons. When n is equal to 3, 4n plus 2 is equal to 14 pi electrons. In this way, according to this rule, it should be having 2, 6, 10, 14 delocalized pi electrons. Delocalized electrons which should be containing pi electrons. So this is the condition required for the aromatic character. Any cyclic compound which is planar, which is having delocalized pi electron cloud, is having either one of these numbered, then automatically this is said to be aromatic. Sure, it is aromatic. So these are the conditions required. So basing on benzene, we are defining the aromaticity. Whatever properties are there in benzene, the properties are now written as conditions. For the compound which is called to be aromatic, all these properties should be fulfilled by it. The final assumption is a compound which satisfies Huckel 4n plus 2 pi electron rule is certainly aromatic. We applied it to benzene and we observed the facts, and those facts are derived from these properties of benzene only. Okay, please note it. Now let us consider the second one, anti-aromatic character. In this also, the compound should be cyclic, The compound should be planar. The compound should be containing delocalized pi electron cloud, and that delocalized pi electron cloud should contain foreign pi electrons, where n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. You cannot give n value 0 because when n is 0, total value becomes 0. How can you expect the character then? And so it should contain foreign pi electrons, delocalized clouds, where n is equal to here 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. And here when n is equal to 1, there should be 2, n is equal to 1, there should be 4 pi electrons or delocalized electrons. And n is equal to 2, it should be having 8 pi electrons. N is equal to 3, it should be having 12 pi electrons. N is equal to 4, 4 into 4, 16, it should be having 16 pi electrons, like that. If the compound contains cyclic ring, planar ring, delocalized cloud, and the delocalized cloud is containing 4 pi electrons or 8 pi electrons or 12 pi electrons, 16 pi electrons, multiples of 4, then it will be anti-aromatic character. It will be anti-aromatic character. Generally, anti-aromatic compounds are the least stable. That is the experimental determination. They are very much less stable. Now, we can take an example like C4H4. This can be written as like this. CH4. This is what you call cyclobutadiene. This is having pi bond, sigma, sigma. Pi sigma, pi sigma, pi sigma, pi sigma. Once again pi sigma, pi sigma. So there is conjugation. In this example, you can see there is conjugation. And so these pi electrons will be combining to give the delocalized clouds, or you can write it in this manner, which is containing 4 pi electrons. When n is equal to 1, it should be containing 4 pi electrons. And this C4H4 cyclobutadiene is satisfying the Huckel 4n2 rule, 4n rule. It is giving exactly 4 electrons in the cyclic system. And so it is said to be anti-aromatic, which are said to be least stable. Right? And finally, we can consider one more, that is non-aromatic compound. Non-aromatic compound or character. What is non-aromatic? If it is neither aromatic nor anti-aromatic, then automatically it becomes non-aromatic. So here in this case, if the compound is neither aromatic nor anti-aromatic, then it is called non-aromatic compound. non-aromatic compound. Okay. You can now take one example here. C3H3. CH thrice. We can write like this. Every carbon will be having one electron, and so here we can write the resonance forms for this also. Or simply we can write it here. This is the delocalized. This is pi, sigma, odd electron, sigma, pi, like this. This is delocalization. This is the delocalized cloud. This is having 3 pi electrons. 3 electrons rather better. Delocalized cloud is having 3 electrons. That electron is also included in delocalization, so you can count it as pi. So here n is equal to 0, now 2, n is equal to 1, 6. If it is aromatic, not aromatic, 4, anti-aromatic. So it is not anti-aromatic. It is neither aromatic nor anti-aromatic. So it is said to be non-aromatic. Right? Please note it. Now let us consider some examples. First, let us consider C3H3, that is CH thrice. It is a cyclic compound. All the carbons are sp2 carbons. So it is planar. Now let us take CH, single bond CH like this. If one pi bond is formed here, this carbon will be having a single electron, or CH, single bond CH like this. If odd electron point here, pi bond is here, or simply you can write in the third resonance form, if odd electron is here, pi bond is here. For this purpose, you are writing the resonance hybrid for this is called cyclopropene. Cyclopropene. This is having 3 pi electrons. This is called delocalized. It is cyclic. Is it cyclic? Yes. Is it planar? Yes. Is it a conjugate system? Delocalized? Yes. Is it satisfying 4n plus 2 or 4n rule? No. So it is neither aromatic nor anti-aromatic, and that is why this is said to be non-aromatic. On the other hand, I will consider an electron is lost. This is cyclopropyl cation. Similarly, we will take cyclopropyl anion. In this, if you take pi positive conjugation, so this is cyclic system, planar system, conjugation is there, all are there. Delocalized cloud is there. How many electrons are there? Here you can write in this manner. This is the delocalized cloud containing only 2 electrons. This contains only 2 electrons, 2 pi electrons. So here satisfying Huckel 4n plus 2 pi electron rule when n is equal to 0. So Huckel rule is satisfied. Huckel rule is satisfied. So what is it? Basing on it, you can say that this is aromatic. This is aromatic. Similarly, you can take here negative charge means containing 2 electrons. 1 electron is taken by this and thereby it is converted into minus charge. You can write resonance hybrid for this negative charge. This is containing delocalized cloud, 4 pi electrons. 4 electrons delocalized cloud. Now let us take, is it cyclic? Yes, all are sp2 carbons because all are sp2 carbons. If all the carbons in the ring are sp2 carbons, certainly it will be planar. And so it is cyclic. It is planar. At the same time, it is a conjugated system. When n is equal to, it is satisfying 4. 4 means Huckel 4n rule. Satisfying Huckel 4n pi electron rule when n is equal to 1. When n is equal to 1, there should be 4 pi electrons and this is in 4 pi electrons. And so what is it now? This should be anti-aromatic. This should be anti-aromatic. Right? If you take the stability, what is the stability order? Highest stability will be attributed to aromatic. Least stability will be attributed to anti-aromatic. In the middle we will be having non-aromatic. So non-aromatic greater than anti-aromatic. This is the stability order. Aromatic is more stable than non-aromatic. Non-aromatic is more stable than anti-aromatic. And so if you take the stability, which is more stable? Is more stable than, this is the aromatic more stable than non-aromatic. Is more stable than. So this is the order of stability. This is the order of stability, right? So this is about cyclopropene, cyclopropenyl cation and cyclopropenyl anion. Order of stability, one is aromatic, other one is non-aromatic, third one is anti-aromatic. This is the way you have to confirm the characters. Okay, please note it. Now let us consider second example, C4H4 cyclobutadiene. This is the structure. Don't forget all the carbons are sp2 carbons. So here this is cyclic, this is planar, this is cyclic, this is planar. This is also having delocalized because it is a conjugated system. And that delocalized cloud satisfies Huckel 4n rule when n is equal to 1. It is having 4 pi electrons, 4n rule, n is equal to 1, 4 electrons. And so Huckel 4n rule is satisfied. This is satisfied. As a result of which, the compound is anti-aromatic. The compound is anti-aromatic. Now in this case, we can take certain peculiar situations. This is what we call cyclic. This is called planar. Conjugation means delocalization. Huckel rule. Next one, I am considering in this way. This is the cyclobutadiene. Each pi bond consists of 2 electrons. Sometimes it happens the carbons are taking their electrons back. It is converted into diradical. This is also the same. When this is losing 2 electrons, then it is obtained as here positive, here positive. Cyclobutadienyl dication. Cyclobutadienyl dication. This is sigma bond. This is the pi bond. Sigma. This is sigma. This is the sigma. This is the sigma. Pi, sigma, positive sigma. Pi, sigma, pi, positive sigma, pi, sigma. That means this is pi, positive, positive, pi conjugation. That is why it is getting delocalization. How many electrons are there? Only 2. No. There is pi electron delocalization. And so this is having like this. This is the delocalized pi electron cloud which is containing only 2 electrons. This is the cyclobutadienyl dication. Is it cyclic? Yes. Is it planar? Okay, because all are sp2 carbons. Is it having any delocalization conjugative? Yes, all are present. In this case, it satisfies Huckel 4n plus 2 pi electron rule when n is equal to 0. This is containing only 2 pi electrons. When n is equal to 0, this is 2. So this is satisfying Huckel 4n plus 2 pi electron rule when n is equal to 0. And that is why what is it? This is aromatic. This is aromatic. Similarly, we can take one more. Cyclobutadiene can be written in this manner also. At the same case there, you can write here like this. When it is accepting 2 electrons, it can be written as minus charge here. 1 electron is accepted here, 1 electron is accepted here, it becomes negative charge. This is what you call cyclobutadienyl dianion. Is there any conjugation? Yes. There is a pi bond, the sigma, next negative charge, next sigma, next negative charge, next sigma, next pi bond, like this. This is in conjugation. This is in conjugation. That means delocalization takes place when there is conjugation. And so it can be written as minus minus. How many electrons are there? 2, 2, 2. There are 6 electrons in this delocalized cloud. You can write 6 electrons. Is it cyclic? Yes. Is it planar? Okay. Is it having a delocalization through conjugation? Yes, that is also present there. When there is 6 pi electrons, 2 plus 2 plus 2, it is satisfying Huckel 4n plus 2 pi electron rule when n is equal to 1. Right? And n is equal to 1, it is satisfying Huckel 4n plus 2 pi electron, there should be 6 pi electrons, 2 plus 2 plus 2, 6. It is a cyclic system. And so what is it? When it is satisfying Huckel 4n plus 2 pi electron rule, it should be aromatic. And that is why this is also aromatic. This is also aromatic. Okay? If this electron is lost, cyclobutadiene cation, then it becomes non-aromatic, non-aromatic or negative charge non-aromatic. And this is the case in the case cyclobutadiene is a more interesting example we can consider. So cyclobutadiene cation is aromatic, cyclobutadiene anion is also aromatic. If it is cyclobutadiene not a dication, only cation or only anion, it becomes non-aromatic. Okay? So this is example 2. Please note it down. One more example we will consider in this class. Let us consider third example, C5H5, CH5, cyclopentadiene. All the carbons are sp carbons, so it is a planar ring structure. This is the cyclopentadiene. That means all the carbons are sp carbons, so they will be carrying 1 electron each. Overlapping of these will give you these structures. And so all the carbons are sp carbons carrying 1 electron each. These are adjacent to each other, they are overlapping, giving you pi bonds. 2 pi bonds can be formed only, that is why it is called cyclopentadiene. These are all the original structures. Along with the 2 pi bonds, the odd electron, single electron present on one carbon will be delocalizing. And so all the electrons are, all the p orbitals containing 1 electron each are overlapping to give you delocalized pi electron cloud, and this is particularly containing only 5 electrons. Now let us see. It is cyclic, it is planar, no doubt. It is having delocalization. Having, what delocalization it is having? Pi bond, odd electron, pi, odd electron. Once again, pi, odd electron. This is the delocalization. So this is the conjugation. Conjugation is present for delocalization, all the conditions are satisfied. And finally, n is equal to 1, 6 pi electrons. In the case of Huckel rule or 4n plus 2 pi electron rule, it is not satisfying 4n plus 2 pi electron rule or 4n pi electron rule. It is not satisfying both. This is not satisfied. This is not satisfied. Because n is equal to 1, 6 pi electrons should be there. N is equal to 1, 4 electrons should be there. It is neither 6 nor 4, in between them. And that is why, and this is neither aromatic or non-aromatic. So what you call here? This is particularly non-aromatic. This is non-aromatic. Now let us consider cyclopentadiene. Electron is lost from one carbon. It is converted into positive charge. This is what you call cyclopentadienyl cation. And in this case, pi bond, sigma, positive charge, sigma. Like this it is in conjugation. 2 pi's and 1 positive charge in conjugation. So there is conjugation. Hence there is delocalization. In this delocalization we are having 2 plus 2 plus 0, 4 pi electrons. This is what we call cyclopentadienyl cation. Now let us see. It is cyclic, yes. It is planar, yes. It is having delocalization, yes. Because it is in conjugation. Pi conjugation is there. pi positive, conjugation is there, it is delocalization. And here satisfies Huckel foreign rule when n is equal to 1. So what is it? Huckel foreign rule is satisfied means this becomes non-aromatic, right? If you take the other part, cyclopentadiene plus electron is gained, it is converted into anion. This cyclopentadienyl anion. Pi bond, sigma, pi bond, sigma, negative charge, sigma, pi bond. And so there is conjugation. What is the conjugation? Pi, negative charge. Once again pi, negative charge. This is the conjugation. This conjugation is present here, all over the system. And so pi bond, negative charge will be delocalizing. As negative charge is there, this is the delocalized cloud containing negative charge. 2 plus 2 plus 6, there are 6 pi electrons. 6 electrons are in the delocalized clouds. And so here it is satisfying, it is cyclic, yes, it is planar, yes, it is a delocalization, no doubt, yes, satisfies Huckel 4n plus 2 pi electron rule when n is equal to 1. And so what is it? This is aromatic. This is aromatic. This is non-aromatic. Sorry, this is satisfying Huckel 4n plus 1, anti-aromatic. This is anti-aromatic. That is non-aromatic. And if you compare the stabilities, first aromatic, which is aromatic? Cyclopentadienyl anion. Cyclopentadienyl anion. This is more stable. Next, what comes? Non-aromatic is more stable than cyclopentadiene. Non-aromatic is more stable than anti-aromatic. Cyclopentadienyl anion. So this is the decreasing order of stabilities of these. In this way, you can take many compounds. So we can compare the stabilities. We can recognize the characters, whether it is aromatic or anti-aromatic or non-aromatic. We can easily recognize these cyclic compounds. And in the next part 2, we will consider some more interesting examples. With that, this aromatic characters will be completed. Thank you very much for your kind watching of my video.